happened in court in there?
God. So today we informed the court that Nicki Minaj has satisfied the judgment. And so therefore there was no need to proceed further with our motion for an order authorizing the sale of her house in order to satisfy that judgment.
What does your client think of this? How's he responding?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I never interpreted it like that when he said that bar on first day out. I never took it as him throwing a shot at Yo Gotti. What I personally got from it was this: it's real out here. That's why narratives go viral so fast. Stuff is happening in real time, and Yo Gotti is aware. He's outside and tapped in, you feel me? But what did y'all think he meant when he said that?
Happened in court in there?
God. So today we informed the court that Nicki Minaj has satisfied the judgment. And so therefore there was no need to proceed further with our motion for an order authorizing the sale of her house in order to satisfy that judgment.
What does your client think of this? How's he responding?
He's incredibly gratified and happy. It's been a long time coming to have justice finally done here. But he's very happy for himself. He suffered a very heinous attack years ago. And not only did it take years to achieve the judgment, but then took nearly 2 years in order to enforce that judgment. And we never thought it would have to go quite this far in order to actually go and put a levy on a millionaire's house, and go to the last 24 hours, before she decides to satisfy the judgment.
Have you talked to Nicki Minaj? Do you think she feels remorseful about what happened?
I can't speak for her. I have not spoken to her directly, and I've only.
So Nicki gets to keep her $20 million mansion, and the security guard finally gets his money after waiting literal years. But let's be honest, it should have never had to escalate like this. And look, I get it. Nicki probably felt like her husband was defending her. She probably felt like the security guard was out of pocket. But I don't know what Nicki thought the outcome was going to be by pretending the whole situation didn't exist. It's not like lawsuits magically disappear. If you ignore a lawsuit, you take a default loss. If you ignore a judgment, they go after your property. That's literally how the system works. And truthfully, that man should have gotten way more than $500,000 for what he went through. He's going to have 5 plates in his jaw for the rest of his life. But that was the default judgment the judge issued because Nicki never responded. Now I want to hear what y'all think about it. But that's all I've got for now, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Looks like Nicki Minaj won't be losing her house after all. She gave in and paid those fines. $500,000 was awarded to an old security guard who claims that Mr. Kenneth Petty assaulted him backstage at one of her shows. Nicki claims she didn't know about this lawsuit, but I'm sure with the judge putting pressure on her and letting her know that she will lose her home, definitely made things a little bit easier with her decision to paying up that security guard. You know what's crazy is that Mr. Petty is the one doing the assaulting, but Nicki is the one doing the paying. I don't like that, but hey, if she likes it, I love it, whatever.
So guys, it's been confirmed. Nicki Minaj will in fact not have to sell her $20 million home to pay that bodyguard his $500,000 judgment. Today, the lawyers took to the courthouse to let it be known that Nicki Minaj in fact did pay the $500,000 and she satisfied the judgment. But anybody with critical thinking skills knew that this woman was not going to have to sell her house. Y'all thought a multi-millionaire was going to have to sell a $20 million house over a $500,000 lawsuit. Think about how crazy that sounds. People really have to start using critical thinking before they hate, because y'all got on here and said that this woman was going to go homeless and she was going broke and she was going to have to sell her house. A lot of y'all don't be thinking. So this should honestly clear up the whole Nicki Minaj going broke rumors, because she just paid $500K. And most of us do not have no $500K to come out our pockets and pay somebody. So let's be for real. Everybody really got online and said, oh, Nicki Minaj is about to be homeless. The same woman who grossed over $108 million on her tour? Y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the comments. That's a wrap on that.
Nicki Minaj don't know if she want to be a rapper or a politician, but either way, she finna lose that house. But let's talk about it. Okay, so Nicki Minaj is ordered to pay $503,000 for a lawsuit that happened back in some time. She's basically been ordered to pay the $503,000 or risk her $20 million California mansion. Now she bought the California mansion at $13 million, and now the judge is saying if you can't pay the $503,000, then I can help you. Now, with that being said, the judge is ordering her to pay that by Thursday, January 22nd, and if she does not, then her house will go on the market. She bought the house, like I said, for $13 million, and it will sell for $20. Basically, Nicki Minaj was worrying about the wrong things. You worried about Don Lemon, what he got going on. You worried about what Cardi B got going on. You worried about what everybody going on, but you ain't worried about losing your dang home. And all you gotta do is pay that $503,000. Where's her people? Where's her team? Where's her? I mean, damn. Who she gonna be? What she wanna be? Y'all leave it in the comments.